Okay, I'm back. I don't quite know how this video is gonna pan out, but we're gonna make it work. I apologize for the lighting, it is what it is. But in this video, we're going to be talking about how I specifically plan for a year, and we're actually gonna start planning for 4th grade, which is 26-27 school year for us. So if you're interested in seeing how I do it, the nitty-gritty of it all, in the moment as I'm doing it, stay tuned, and I hope you enjoy. Hello everybody, my name is Crystal with Rose Menagerie, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how I plan my year. This video is going to actually deep dive into actually doing the planning. In a past video I've done, I'll try to link it below, I actually went through what my year this year is looking like to kind of give you an idea of how I even just approach this in general. But like I said, this video is going to be me planning it out, and I'm already realizing that I'm making mistakes. Go figure. So this should be really interesting. So yes, how do I do this? So if you've watched my other video, you'll know that we do terms. So we do, a chunk of time for learning, and then we take a break. Chunk of time for learning, and then a break. And that's kind of how our year goes. Typically we have 8 terms. So that's kind of how I'm thinking this next year is going to be as well. We are going to be doing 4th grade, and in the United States, you get a free national parks pass that year, and so our whole year is going to be themed around the national parks. I kind of already have an idea of how I want to do this year. I'm just gonna sit down and actually write out my thoughts, and I'm gonna turn you guys over here to my tabletop, I think. That way you can actually see what I'm talking about as I'm talking about it. So stay tuned. Okay. It is now later in the day, so hopefully the lighting is okay. So when I'm starting planning my year, I like to go online and just find something kind of like this, where it lists out all of the months of both years, and go from there. So I already know, so this is going to be for, obviously, for next year. So I'm going to go ahead and mark out these months that I'm not going to need, just for the ease of my mind. Less things to look at, less things to stress me out. Okay, so like I said before, we schedule in terms, and I like to take breaks. Next year is going to be a little different in that we're going to be planning trips during our breaks. We're going to be doing that and then visiting the parks. So I'm going to start off by doing this like maybe 4 weeks a term, and we'll see how that looks. I'm going to use this pen's erasable, so let's do that. So typically we start in August. So if we do, this week, 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Okay. And I have some notes over here that we were supposed to go on our first trip, and that I wanted to put aside 2 weeks for us to use for that. So there's going to be a trip in here. This is when we're going to hopefully go to Yellowstone, Grand Teton, and Glacier National Park. So here's Labor Day. So we'll start up again on the 14th. So we'll go start here. So this will be term 2. And we'll just keep on going. We'll start with 4 weeks, because typically that's what we do is 4 weeks. And if we need to adjust, we will. 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, and 4. So now we're into October. Okay. So this is where I have to kind of look ahead. So if I do 2 weeks, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, which would give us Thanksgiving. So that would be nice. Or we could skip 1 and do 1, 2, 3, 4 and have 2 weeks off. Then December would be 1, 2, 3. I think we're gonna do, let's just, because the boy's birthday is right here, let's go ahead and do 2 weeks off. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, and 4. In this break, we're gonna be doing Yosemite and Redwood, I think. Yeah, Yosemite and Redwood. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, 2, 3, and week 4. So that'd be term 3. So term 1, term 2, term 3. Take a break, and then we'll do. Sorry about that, bumped you. First week, second week. And we'll just do, I think we'll just do a 3 week on this one. That'd be better anyway, just for my sanity, I think. So we'll do 4 with a 2 week break, 4 2 week break, 4 1 week break, and then we'll do 3 weeks in December. Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, so that's term 1, or sorry, that's first semester. So we're going into January now. We've got 1, 2. So we'll start back up on the January 4th. And we'll start off with the 4 weeks, and we'll just see what that gets us. This is just scratch paper, so it's not that big of a deal if it's messy or whatever. Okay, so if we do 1 week for February, that will do 1, 2, 3, 4, because it's an early spring break. Let's do that. Okay, so we'll skip 1 week. We'll go 1, 2, 3, and 4. 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's term 5 and 6. Okay, so yes, on my notes over here I have that this section right here, that's what we're gonna do. Rocky Mountains, Arches, Zion, and Grand Canyon. So yeah, 2 weeks would be great for that one, so we have plenty of time. And then we'll start back here. So now we're on term 7. There's a kitty trying to get in, I can hear her. That's 2, 3, and 4. Hold on, I'm gonna try to get this cat to stop banging on the door. Okay, we're back. Hopefully no cats try to interrupt again. Okay, so when I left, we had done 1, 2, 3, 4, yes. Okay, and then we hit April, and let's see, so that's 7. So if we want to go through May, ooh, we could do another 2 week. This is nice. Okay, so 2 week break there. And that one we're going to be going to Acadia. And maybe Prince Edward Island if I can talk Carl into letting us do that. And we won't do the whole 2 weeks. That's just my note to say that, hey, put that trip in there somewhere. And then so that leaves May. So then we'll do 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we got 4 weeks. Term 1 is 4 weeks. Term 2 is 4 weeks. Term 3 is 4 weeks. Term 4 is the 3. Ooh. Oh, let's do that then. So, little eraser. To make it mirror, let's do that. So then term 5 is 4. Term 6 is 4. Term 7 is 4. Term 8 would be 3. So that would be, what, 12, 15, so that'd be 30 weeks. Sounds good to me. Okay. And again, you know, we don't have any rules we have to follow for the state or anything. So at this time, we'll be living in Alabama, and they're pretty chill about everything. I don't really worry about us only doing 4 days a week, so that'd be, what, 120 days of instruction. Our days are pretty full, so I'm not worried about it. So, all right, we've got that down. So now, and again, this is just preliminary. We have a whole year of life happening before this, but this looks good. Okay, so then what I do, this is a freebie that I have for you guys. And the way I use this, so this would be term 1, and we'll say term 1 is August 3rd through the 27th, just from looking at my chart over here. So that's 4 weeks. And then we get a 2-week break. Boom. Okay. All right. And so then from here, you can use this 2 different ways. You can use this as your entire term. So this would be week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4. This is for notes over here. And so then over on this side, we have what we are planning. So if I sat down and did every single thing, you guys, this video would be days long. So for the sake of just being quick and stuff, I'm going to dig out of my stuff over here. Okay. So I've already pre-ordered some stuff for next year, partly because I wanted to make sure that I just still wanted to use it, because I could just resell it if I needed to. It's the beauty of homeschool stuff. But I have an order here. So I have our handwriting for next year. I have our Wordly Wise for next year. And the other things that come with Wordly Wise, put that over here. And then we also have, this is getting bigger and bigger every year, the Math with Confidence. So I think I'm going to start with an easier one first, being Wordly Wise. I'm just trying to kind of give you an idea how I now break this up. So back to this paper, we have 30 weeks of instruction. If I can, I try to do a slow roll this first week and I just do part of the things that we're going to do on the first week and then deep dive on week 2 to give us some time just to kind of breathe and follow the rhythms. But depending on how many lessons we have in here, we may not be able to do that. So let's see how many lessons there are. So all I'm going to do is just go, is there a table of contents? Probably not. Aha, there is. Okay, so we have 20 lessons in this one, which is more than what we have this year. Okay. So I gotta do 20 lessons in 30 weeks. Is that right? So we actually might not finish this one. We might just go ahead and start it. Because this year, we're doing one every 2 weeks. Let me pull it up real quick for my brain to process that I'm remembering that right. I mean, we've been doing school for 2 weeks now, so that does sound right. Yeah, we only had 15 lessons, so we did one every 2 weeks. Okay, cool. All right, so we've got 20. So what I think we're gonna do then, all right, so if we go ahead and take a break this week and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, or maybe let's do 10, take a break, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and that will leave a break here. Or I could split them. We could do, so 1 week to there. So it'd be like, so this would be week 1, or lesson 1, then lesson 2. Oh, we have to finish lesson 3 there though. and then we would go 4, 5, 6. Oh, okay. We're gonna have to keep going. So this is, you just play with it, okay? So then 1, 2, so we got 9, and then we've got 10, 11. So that's 11 lessons. And if we come over here, we start from, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? No, 8, 9. So that'll leave us for May. I think, I just don't like how we did like zoom in and do one real quickly right there. Just because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, 7 weeks that are like that. Okay, so I think we're gonna do instead is, what if we just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take a break in December. And then go 2 weeks here, or maybe just go 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We'll skip 2 and here, and we'll all of May. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna go ahead and do, if that made any sense to you, congratulations for following along with my brain. So what we're gonna do, put this to the side. This up here so I can look at it. So we're not gonna do any, so up here I'll just put, I can rearrange these later. So wordly wise. So we're not gonna do anything week 1 or 2. Week 3 we'll do lesson 1. Week 4 we'll do lesson 2. Flip this over. So this will be term 2. I'll fill in the other information later. So wordly wise. So this would be week 5. Excuse me. Week 6. Week 7. Week 8. So we go over to lesson 3. Lesson 4. Lesson 5. We'll just keep doing that until we get where we get to a stopping point for it. Like I said before, this is just the planning stage. So if we make a hiccup or get somewhere, or later on I look at it, I'm like, I don't know if I like that, then I can just rearrange it for later. Because again, we're how many weeks out? A whole year? Cool. And I think we just started doing this this year, and I think by next year, like, they could do it all in a week right now. I just spread it into 2, and so I think this will work for us. So then that would be the first half of the book, and then we could do, and they do have review things, so maybe I could go back in and add the reviews as well. So term 4, we wouldn't have anything for wordly wise, but I'm gonna go ahead and put the weeks here. My handwriting is horrible right now. Oh wait, we're doing just 3. Sorry, Penguin, you gotta come off again. Come off. All right, so this is not here. Goodbye. All right, so that's term 4, and then we'll go whoop, now to term 5. This is wordly wise, and we have week 16, week 17, week 18, and week 19. So here we start again. We've got, oh, we were gonna skip 2 weeks. See, I've already forgotten. For real, use a pencil, use something. I mean, you could also just mark it out. But, so we skipped 2 weeks, and now we've got lesson 11. Come on, Penguin, don't give up on me. 12. Flip over to term 6. Worldly Wise. I'll move this back over here. Okay, so we ended on 19, so we got week 20, week 21, week 22, week 23, and then we were on lesson 13. I think that's right. Before I get too far. See, I'm already getting flummoxed. Here we go. 12, 13. I was looking at my paper over there and I was like, wait a minute. Where'd my paper go? Remember, you printed two-sided because you're trying to save the trees. Okay, so that's term 6. Move that lady over here. Now we'll go on to term 7. Look, we're almost done with this one already. This is exciting. Okay, and this is lesson 17. Should probably do my weeks first. Keep this cohesive. And for real, some years I will rearrange the schedule 3 or 4 times. It's fine. Again, nobody's checking on you. You're good. All right, there's that. And then we go ahead. Again, we don't have anything. That'll leave us free for term 8, which would actually be really nice because then I normally try to do some end of the year like projects or activities. This would make it really nice. Just one less thing to do. All right, so here we go. So we just planned Wordly Wise, so that's exciting. Let's do another one. Okay. Leave this lady right here. So Wordly Wise, we are done with you. What should we do next? Oh, here we go. Handwriting. So there is a teacher's guide to this. Maybe one year I'll next year might be our last year to do handwriting per se. But you know, I never really use the teacher's guide. You get it digitally, which is part of the reason why I never look at it, because I just don't really do that. And here I'm trying to talk while I open up this plastic, and I am being very unsuccessful in even getting it started here. Come on, help me, help you. All right, got it. Okay, great. Okay. All right, so we'll open her up. So again, we're thinking, okay, I've got 30 weeks of instruction time that, you know, was set aside for this year. Make sure there's nothing in here. Okay, keep that right there. All right. So here she is in all her glory. This is the 4th grade handwriting. All right, so then we can look here at our table of contents. Okay. So I'm off the top of my head, or what I'm seeing right now, I'm seeing that there's 3 units. First unit just reviews everything. Unit 2 is going to be cursive letters, and then unit 3 is handwriting skills. Okay. Okay, and it looks like we've got 95 pages of instruction, I think. Is that right, Mr.? Yep, 95. Okay, so 95 into the 120. So that means that we have, what, 30 days not doing handwriting, and then 90 days doing it. So, okay. So what we're probably going to do, and again, because we have this, we're holding it loosely. So I'm looking through here. This would probably be a good 1 day, day 2, day 3, and day 4. We probably do this over a week. And just keeping in mind the whole how we don't have anything going for Wordly Wise, and I've got, you know, an extra 25 days to where I don't even need to do handwriting. So I think what I'm going to do is we'll start that same second week of August. So let us, I have a lot of boxes, but I didn't really use a whole lot for this. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do handwriting right here. And we're gonna skip those so we're gonna do unit 1 basically. So unit 1, pages, I think it was 6 to 10. Okay, and so now I know as I'm going through here, if I do 4 or 5 pages a week, I'm gonna have plenty, like I'm gonna finish early, which maybe I can take a break at Christmas again, and maybe we can do something else with handwriting. So look in here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, so we'll just do 4 pages. So we'll do 12, 13, 14, and 15. So we'll do pages 12 through 15. Okay, then we'll go on to our next term. We'll do, whoops, handwriting. Okay, and I'm just gonna keep looking here. So 16, 17, 18, and 19. Yeah, that's a good, okay, so we're gonna do page 16 through 19. And then here, we're gonna keep going. This is all, I'm just gonna keep doing this until I get to the end here. Wow. Some of these are interesting. So 1, 2, 3, and then these are just review. So we're gonna go ahead and go all the way to 25 on this day. Okay, so there's more pages that day, but it just makes more sense. And then here we're gonna start at 26, and it looks like the same format as the other pages, so we're probably just gonna go to 29, yep. And then this one, we're gonna do 32, we're just gonna do to 33. So I'm just gonna keep doing this, and then when I get done, I'll show you what I got done. Okay, now that that's done, so that left me with 1 week here at the end of that last term. So when I'll think about it some more, but what I might end up doing, oops, sorry, I'm bumping you now. 7, 5. What I might do is I might shift these over 1 to allow me to then not have that 1 week of handwriting. I might just leave it. I might add a couple of pages to a couple weeks. I don't know, we'll see. Again, it's not that big of a deal. Let me see. If I gave 1 page here, so that'd be 78. This would be 83. This would be 88. And this would be 93. I think I'm just gonna shift them all. And then, yeah. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make a note to, I'm just gonna put a note right here. Shift that way. Same thing here. I'm gonna say shift that way. And then for 5, I'm gonna say shift right there. There. Okay, so there's that one. 1, 3, great. Okay. Look at that. I've already got 2 things planned. I'll do 1 more with you. Hopefully this is helping you kind of just see how this could work. This one's gonna be different, I think. So this is this big cocking thing. In 2nd grade, it was just week by week. In 3rd grade, some units are longer, some are shorter. So I haven't looked at this yet. I'm assuming that's gonna be how this one is. So if we go to her table of contents here, looks like we have 16 units. So top of my head, that is, you know, roughly a unit less than every 2 weeks, right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to, okay, so this one, I might have to make some notes here. All right, so Unit 1 has 11. Unit 2 has 10. And sometimes with this, doing a shorter year like this, sometimes I have to double up, and that's okay. So I'm going to keep doing this. I'm just going to go through and write down how many lessons are in each unit, and then I will come back to you. Okay, now I gotta figure out how many that is. Now, keeping in mind that she does have optional, the last lesson of each unit is optional. So, if I need to take one out for each one, I can. Alright, so that gives me 141, or if I take out the optionals, 125. Okay, so also hopefully it's brighter for y'all now. I realized that I did not turn the light back on when I came back in here, so apologies for that. All right, so with this information in mind, we are going to have to just jump right in. I'm going to try to go ahead and do the optionals, so that would mean I would have to have, if we did optionals, I'd have to have 21 days that are doubled. If I do this one, I only have to have 5 if I do it without the optionals. So we'll see how this goes. Okay, and then literally, y'all, all I do, again, I just go through the book and I look at it and I think, would that take the boys, like, is this a new skill? Is it a review skill? Do we already know this? And so, for example, we'll start off with Unit 1 is review. So it's reviewing multiplication, and looks like it's reviewing multiples. So we can do, we'll do lesson 1 and, so it's 1, 1, and 1.2. Oh, this is for the week. Ha ha ha. Okay, so I forget, I'm not doing nitty gritty, I'm just doing the term itself. So if I do this, I can do day 1, day 2, day 3, and day 4. So this is going to be 1.1 and 1.2. And then we'll go to 3, which is reviewing division. And then 4 is reviewing fact families, word problems. Shouldn't be a thing about that. So we'll do 2 that day. And then this is all review. So this is all stuff that we should already know. Divisibility, remainders. We'll know all this stuff. And then what was 7? 7 is factor pairs. So this looks like a new thing. So we're gonna do it at 1.7. And then we'll go over here and we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. So far we've done 3 extras. So I'll make a note over here. We've done 1, 2, 3. Okay, and now we're on to week 2 of our term, and we're starting at 8. Factor pairs and area. I think we're gonna just do 1 for that. 9 is factor pairs, multiples, and divisibility. And then 10 is prime composite numbers. And 11 is enrichment. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna do 1.9, do 1.10, and 1.11. And we'll go ahead and start unit 2 here. So it doubled up again, so I'll make a note over here, so that's 4. I'm just gonna keep going through this and just read. Oh gosh, my child scared me. We're just gonna read through and figure out if I think they know it or not, and then like it's review, I might double up, and if it's not, I won't. So hold tight, I'm gonna keep going at this, see if we can get it done. Okay, I just finished the first semester, and I got us, halfway done, like to unit 8, and I've got 3 days here. that are left over. If I try to do it like half and half, which I think that's a good kind of just a spot for me to be. So what I'll probably do is I'll go back on, you know, these other days that I've done. So most of these I've doubled up are just like the enrichment, which is, again, those are just review, so it's not necessarily a full day. And if I don't want to do it when I get there, I don't have to do it. But if I go here, I remember there being, so this was 4 had 12. So I could split this one, and that would give me those 3 days. So I'm just gonna make a note to shift. And then same thing here, we're gonna shift. I'll make a note here. Whoops, sorry you guys. To then shift. There. And then we now have the first term done. I think I'm gonna call it, I'm getting tired. I'm starting to get a headache from looking at all these numbers and stuff. But we do have all of our wordly wise planned. We have handwriting planned, and now we have math. So really, or I had the first half of math. So once I come back later, which I won't film that part. I'll probably just do it later on my own. But once I come back, I'll finish the math, and then all I have left to do at that point would be, okay, so we will probably be doing typing again. So I'll have to do typing, which actually, you know what, that doesn't even need its own thing because it's just done on their own pace. So I'll just make a note. Typing will be up here with these guys. Math, and so then we've got, okay, so Bible, we'll have reading, which also would be independent reading. I made a video about how I do that if you want to check that out. We have got obviously science, and then we'll have social studies. And then I like to do some sort of fine arts. So that would probably be Latin, hopefully piano, if I could find someplace great that has piano. But anyway, so that gives you an idea. And then you would just, whatever resources you're using, just break it up for those weeks, erase them, rearrange them, do what you need to do. And yeah, you'll have your year, you know, somewhat planned. And then you can go on the computer and type it up, make it look really pretty, whatever you want to do. But yeah, that's kind of how that works. Okay, so hopefully that was helpful for you guys. I think this is a really good start to next year. Again, I have a whole year, so I'm not really worried about it too much, but I hope just, you know, seeing how I kind of like write things out for the year, hopefully that's been helpful for you to kind of figure out whenever you're planning your school. If you have a way that is faster than this, or a way that you just think is magical, let me know. I would love to hear about it. I will be doing a video at some point about how we've been using our planners. I just realized earlier that we only have 1 week of a break and not 2 like I thought. So I don't know how that's going to happen, but hopefully it will. And again, if you have any questions, or if there's anything you want to see in addition to what I've been sharing, let me know and I can make those in future videos. Thank you so much for hanging out, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.